Hey everyone, on March 20, 2025, Anthropic released a new features for Claude. It's called Think Tool. It might sound simple, but it's actually a powerful way to help Claude handle complex tasks more carefully and accurately. So here's the idea. When Claude is handling a task that involve multiple steps or using several tools, one after another, the Think tools give it a moment to pause and organize the thoughts and also make sure it's on the right track. So it doesn't really fetch new data or change anything, it just lets Claude reflect. So for example, in the background, it might ask a question to itself, say, do I have everything I need? Am I following the rules? What is the best next steps? So this is super helpful in areas like customer support or travel booking. Usually it's most helpful if you have an AI agent and you have a lots of tool attached to it. AI agent might not be reliable every single time. So if you add this node to the AI agent, it will execute some tools and then it will pauses and reflect on what's happened and then it will move to the next step. And the good thing now, you can use the same tool inside n8n. So the new think node lets you give Claude a space to think out loud right inside your workflow. So it's a great when you're building an automations that has step-by-step logic or where Claude needs to double check tool results before moving forward. And in other words, it's help AI act more like a careful assistant, less guesswork and more reliable decisions. So in this video, I will show you how it's simple to add this think node inside your AI agent workflow. So let's get started. I'm here inside the n8n workflow and I just have a very simple workflow with AI agent and chat input. And I also attach the Claude model here as a chat model. And to use the new think node, you just click here and type think and you'll find there's a think tool. So all you need to do is just attach it to the tools with the AI agent. Now the AI agent will be able to use the think tool to reason and reflect on the thoughts. So example here, if you open the think node, you'll see it's already have a default descriptions and use this tool to think about something and it will not obtain any new informations or change the database, but it just append the thoughts to the logs and use it when complex reasoning or some cache memory is needed. What's happening here, the AI agent will use the think tool to be able to think about some things that's complex. So for example, if you give it like a complex math question or you have multiple tools here and the AI agent will need to think to know which tool should be executed next or did it have enough informations. So it usually will execute that think tool to make the think tool think about the process and then give this log back to the AI agent so the AI agent will understand what to do next. This is a very good tool because usually if you only have this AI agent, if you reach to a point where you have like 10 tools attached to AI agent, like for example, send Gmail or search the web or schedule a Zoom meeting or schedule an appointment or any other tools you might have to the AI agent, CRMs or like Google Sheets and other stuff. The Think tool will be very, very helpful because now it's not going to rely 100% on the AI to find out everything and decide what tool to execute next. So AI will stop in a moment where there is a very complex task. It will execute the Think tool and the Think tool will give the AI agent the thought process and it will guide the AI agent to execute the right tools or make a better decision. Okay, we just need to try this tool. Let's test the think tool and see how it works. Okay, so I have this chat open here. I'm going to ask a simple questions. Like for example, I could say, what is 1 plus 1? And this question is very simple and I don't think it will need to execute the think tool because the AI agent understands this is a very simple task and we don't really need to use the think tool to think about it. But if we give this chat input here a complex task or something that doesn't make sense, Now the AI agent will understand that this is a complex or something that we need to use the think tool for, and it will execute the think tool, and the think tool will think about this questions or the process or the logs in general, and it will give the feedback to the AI agent. So the AI agent will understand how to respond. Okay, I'm going to ask a complex or something that doesn't make sense. I'm going to ask like what is one plus, and then I'm going to add like any symbol like hashtag. And that doesn't really make sense, so let's see what's gonna happen here. So you'll see the AI agent first execute the chat model, and you'll see that the think node now is executed. If you look at the log, you'll see that the think node got these questions from the AI agent, and now the actual thought, it say the user has asked about what is one plus hashtag, which is include a hash symbol in what appear to be mathematical expressions in a standard mathematics. The hash symbol isn't a common operator. There are several possibilities. It could be a typo and the user intended to type something else in some programming language or context, has a special meaning. So you'll see that it's actually reasoning here and think about all the possibilities that the user might intended to ask, and then it will output the same thoughts. And now you'll see that Anthropic will take this output from the think model, and it will help it to give the right answer. So you'll see that the answer is, I noticed that you ask about one plus hashtag, which is include hash symbol. So it actually gathering all this ideas from the think model, and then it will respond back to user. Okay, so this is really all about think nodes. You just attach it to your AI agent tool. The AI agent will execute it when it's need to. If we go to the Anthropic article here, you'll see that they have an optimized prompt that you can use inside this actual think tools. And you'll see that this prompt is optimized. You can change it or you can use it to fit your workflow needs. Alright guys, so this is all for today's video. I think it's a great tool and hopefully you can use this in your workflow soon. Thank you and see you.